Exercise 6.2. In this exercise, we are going to solve one of the application of differentiation, increasing and decreasing functions. First once recollect the basic definition for increasing decreasing function, that is, if the function f of x is continuous on the closed interval ab and differentiable on open interval ab, then f of x we will say it is increasing on the closed interval ab if f dash of x is greater than 0 for each x belongs to the open interval a comma b. So, to show the given function is increasing, we have to prove that its first differentiation is greater than 0. F of x is decreasing on closed interval a comma b if f dash of x, its first differentiation is less than 0 for each x belongs to that open interval a comma b. So, to show the function is decreasing, you should show that its first differentiation is negative, less than 0. It is constant if f dash of x is equals to 0. So, a function is said to be increasing if its first differentiation f dash of x is positive, and it is said to be decreasing if its first differentiation f dash of x is negative in the given interval. Now, first problem, show that the function given by the function is f of x is equals to 3x plus 17 is increasing on R. Increasing on R means in the whole real number system we have to show that this function is increasing. So, first let us do the differentiation. F dash of x is nothing but 3. Differentiation of 3x is 3. Differentiation of 17 is constant 0. So, f dash of x is equal to 3. 3 is always positive. Therefore, the function is increasing on the real number system. Now, question number 2, show that the function given by f of x is equals to e power 2x is increasing on again real number system. So, now the first differentiation is f dash of x is e power 2x differentiation, e power 2x into differentiation of 2x is 2. 2 e power 2x, 2 is always positive, e power 2x, exponential function is always positive. So, positive into positive again positive, the product is positive, therefore, f dash of x is always greater than 0, therefore, the function is increasing on R. Question number 3, show that the function given by f of x is equal to sin x is, first one, increasing in the interval 0 comma pi by 2, decreasing in the interval pi by 2 comma pi, neither increasing nor decreasing in the interval 0 comma pi. So, first f of x is equals to sin x. Let us do its differentiation. F dash of x is nothing but differentiation of sin x is cos x. So, how the cos x curve will be? Cos x is nothing but cos x curve is, let us sketch the cos x curve. Cos 0 value is 1. So, here cos 0 is 1 and cos pi by 2 we will have 0 and here cos pi will be there, this place, here pi, okay. So, and again we will have here 3 pi by 2. So, the graph will be like cos 0 is having the maximum value 1 and cos pi by 2 will take the value 0, again the graph will come here and cos pi is minus 1, here plus 1, then again the graph will take a turn and go up. Yes. Now, if we see the graph, f dash of x is cos x for us, cos x is in the first quadrant. So, first quadrant this is positive, all the y values are positive for us. So, always in between 0, this is 0, in between 0 to pi by 2, our cos x curve is always positive. Therefore, in the interval 0 to pi by 2, cos x is increasing. So, cos x is always greater than 0 in the interval 0 comma pi by 2. Now, if we observe the graph from pi by 2 to pi, the graph is in the fourth quadrant. In this fourth quadrant, the values of y are negative. So, our cos x values are negative here. So, therefore, cos x is for the second bit, b bit, f dash of x is equals to cos x is always less than 0 in the interval pi by 2 comma pi. It is from pi by 2 to pi. So, in this interval the curve is in the fourth quadrant, all these values are, it is maximum value is -1 and other values are between 0 to -1. So, it is nothing but you will have minus root 3 by 2 for the cos 30 and again minus 1 by root 2 for not 30 here, it is 90 plus 30, right. So, all the values are negative here you will get. So, this is negative, f dash of x is equal to cos x is negative for the in the interval pi by 2 comma pi. Now, coming to the third one, it is neither increasing nor decreasing in 0 comma pi. So, we have to check the interval, x1 is here 0 and our x2 is pi. So, x1 to x2 if you see the curve, up to this it is increasing, at pi by 2 it is constant because f dash of x is 0 at pi by 2, then from pi by 2 to pi it is decreasing. So, therefore, the function, that is the given function f of x is equal to sin x is neither increasing nor decreasing in the interval 0 comma pi. Therefore, f dash of x is equal to cos x is neither increasing nor decreasing in the interval because you observe the graph. It is neither increasing nor decreasing in the interval, which interval from 0 to pi. Question number 4, find the intervals in which the function f given by f of x is equals to 2x square minus 3x is first one increasing and second one decreasing. First bit we should show in which interval, we should find out the interval where the function is increasing and second bit where it is decreasing. Now, the function is given as f of x is equals to 2x square minus 3x. Let us do its differentiation first. So, f dash of x is equals to 2 into differentiation of x square is 2x and differentiation of minus 3x is minus 3. So, which is nothing but 4x minus 3. Now, first let us equate this first differentiation to 0. At that particular point when I am equating 0, the function is constant, or we can say that is the point where the function is taking its change from increasing to decreasing or decreasing to increasing. Its turning point we can call. Okay. Now, and that particular point is called stationary point because at that point the function is constant. Now, 4x minus 3 equating to 0, x is equals to 3 by 4. Now, number line. So, on the number line, let us locate the point 3 by 4. Maybe this is origin 0 and now this is 3 by 4. You will be having here 1, 2, etc. up to infinity and here this part is minus 1 and here you will be having minus infinity. Right? Fine. Now, the turning point is 3 by 4, this place. So, at this particular point the function is constant. So, now the function, the complete interval is, that is the complete interval is divided into two parts. The complete number system is divided into two intervals. One interval is from minus infinity comma 3 by 4 and another part is 3 by 4 to plus infinity. We have to find out in which interval the function is increasing and which interval the function is decreasing. So, for increasing it should be positive, f dash of x must be positive. For decreasing, f dash of x must be negative. So, this is the interval here, 3 by 4 is the part. Let me take one point here which is less than 3 by 4, that is 0. So, we substitute 0 in, we will substitute 0 in our f dash of x. So, 4 into 0 here 0 and it is negative minus 3. So, let me substitute that 0 in f dash of x. So, f dash of x is 4x minus 3, 4 times of 0 minus 3 which is negative. So, f dash of x is negative answer. For example, one more example also you take to confirm it. So, let me take minus 1. So, 4 into minus 1, minus 4, minus 3, minus 7. Any value you can give x which are less than 3 by 4. Minus 18, minus 100. Minus 100 is also 4 into minus 100, minus 400, minus 3, minus 403. So, our f dash of x is always negative, less than 0. In which interval? Minus infinity comma 3 by 4. So, the function is decreasing in this interval. So, it is B bit answer, decreasing. So, the function is decreasing in the interval minus infinity comma 3 by 4 from here to there. So when it is decreasing in that interval, obviously in the next interval the function will start increasing, the graph will go like this. Yes. So now minus infinity, let us take value which is greater than 3 by 4. So 1, and I will take 1, we substitute 1 here. So f dash of x is equals to 4 times of 1 minus 3, which is 1. Any value 10, 4 tens are 40 minus 3, which is nothing but 37. So all values from 3 by 4 to infinity, f dash of x is always greater than 0. So the function is increasing in the interval 3 by 4 comma infinity. So the function, given function is increasing in the interval 3 by 4 comma infinity and decreasing in the interval minus infinity comma 3 by 4. So generally the graph will come like this for you. It is decreasing in minus infinity comma 3 by 4. Yeah, and it is increasing. So this is y, suppose if we will consider vertical axis. So it is in the first quadrant, this will be in the third quadrant where y is negative. Question number 5. Find the intervals in which the function given by f of x is equals to 2x cube minus 3x square minus 36x plus 7 is increasing. Second one, it is decreasing. We have to find the intervals where this given function is increasing and decreasing. So first let us do the differentiation. F dash of x is nothing but 2 into differentiation of x cube is 3x square. So it is 6x square minus 3 into differentiation of x square is 2x minus 6x minus 36 into differentiation of x is 1. So minus 36 and differentiation of 7 constant is 0. So f dash of x we found. To find the turning point, we have to equate this to 0. So we will get 6 can be taken outside. 6 times of x square minus x minus 6 is equal to 0. 6 cannot be 0. So x square minus x minus 6 is equal to 0. Now by factorization we will get x minus 3 of x plus 2 is equal to 0. So two values of x, the turning points are x is equals to minus 2 is one turning point and x is equals to 3. So the complete real number system is now divided into 3 intervals. Here this is minus infinity, here plus infinity. We will be drawing only one dimensional, one number line. But always remember, the curve if it come up, it is positive. If it will come down, it is negative. Because if I will draw y axis here, y is always positive here and y values are always negative here. So remember this concept. It will help us to find out, once if you will find one interval where the function is increasing or decreasing, other intervals easily by sketching the curve we can find out. So now let us take this one as origin 0 and the turning points are minus 2 and 3. So here minus 1, here minus 2 and here 1, 2 we are having 3. So these two are our turning points, minus 2 and 3. So the whole real number system is divided into 3 intervals. One interval is minus infinity, from minus infinity to minus 2 is one interval. From minus 2 comma 3 is another interval and from 3 to infinity is third interval. Now let us see which interval the given function is increasing and in which intervals the given function is decreasing. Now first, for example, okay, it is better we will take the interval between minus 2 comma 3 because 0 is there in this place. So whenever 0 is there, that interval if you check means it will be easy for us to do the problems. Simplification will be very easy. Now f dash of x, f dash of 0 let me substitute. So 6 into 0, 0, 6 into 0 again 0 minus 36. So negative. So f dash of x is negative, f dash of 0 is negative. So in this interval the function is decreasing. So our graph in this interval is like this. So obviously what happens, the graph is taking turning point. So we do not know about this minimum value, just roughly I have sketched here, excuse me, maybe like this or any way we can get this one. So now the function is increasing in this interval It is like from minus infinity to minus 2 the function is increasing. So here in this interval the function is increasing. From minus 2 to 3 the function is decreasing. Again from 3 to infinity the function is increasing. So if you will find out one interval, it is enough. We can find out for the other intervals by sketching this curve. If you want, we can sketch, we can substitute and find out some values whether it is correct or not. Now this is minus 2. Let me take minus 3 here. So f dash of minus 3. 6 into minus 3 whole square. Minus 3 whole square is 9 and 6 9s are 54. And minus 6 into minus 3 which will come plus 18 and minus 36. So this value is 54 plus 18 is bigger value only. 72 minus 36 always it is positive. So the function is increasing in that interval. Already we checked in this interval by substituting 0 it is decreasing. Now we can check in that interval 4. If I substitute plus 4 here, 4 square will be 16. 16 6 are f dash of 4. 16 times of 6 minus 6 4s are 24 minus 36. So 96 minus 24 minus 36 is nothing but 60. So we got positive, and we can see here from 3 to infinity the function is increasing. So what is our answer? The function is increasing in the interval. For a bit answer, the function is increasing in the intervals minus infinity comma minus 2, minus infinity comma minus 2. Again it is increasing that interval. So we can write union 3 comma infinity. And b bit, the function is decreasing in the interval minus 2 comma 3. Question number 6. Find the intervals in which the following functions are strictly increasing or decreasing. Problem number A. The function f of x is given as x square plus 2x plus 5. So our first step, differentiation. So f dash of x is 2x plus 2. Now to get the turning points, equate f dash of x is equal to 0. So 2 times of x plus 1 is equal to 0, which implies x plus 1 is 0, x is minus 1. So the number system is divided into 2 sub-intervals. Here minus 1, 0, this side is positive infinity, and here negative infinity. So from minus infinity comma minus 1 is one interval, and minus 1 comma plus infinity is another interval. This is our turning point. So now let us take 0 is here. Let us take one value which is greater than minus 1, 0 I will take. So in that f dash of minus 0, sorry, f dash of 0 is, I will get 2 times of 0 plus 2, which is always 2, that is positive. So f dash of 0 is greater than 0, that is 0 is 1 infinity. So graph will be like this for us. So the function is upside is always positive, here negative. So what we can decide? The function is increasing in the interval 1 comma infinity, not 1, minus 1 comma infinity, and decreasing in the interval minus infinity comma minus 1. The question is, find the intervals in which the functions are strictly increasing. Strictly means it is strictly greater than 0. Even not equal to this, it is 2 is always strictly greater than 0. We can't use greater than or equal to 0. That is meaning strictly greater than 0, strictly increasing. So now how we will write the answer? The function is increasing in the interval. So where we got it is increasing minus 1 comma infinity and decreasing in the interval minus infinity comma minus 1. B1, we have to find the interval in which the given function 10 minus 6x minus 2x square is increasing or decreasing. Consider f of x as the given function 10 minus 6x minus 2x square. Now let us find out the derivative. So f dash of x is equals to differentiation of 10 is 0 minus 6x is negative 6 minus 2 to the 4x. So now to find out the turning point, first we equate this f dash of x as 0, minus 6 minus 4x is equal to 0, 4x is minus 6 or x is equals to minus 6 over 4, which is nothing but minus 3 by 2. So the whole real number system is divided into two halves. Suppose this is origin, means now here minus 1, 1, 2, 3, now minus 2. So minus 3 by 2 is in between minus 1 and minus 2. So this is our minus 3 by 2. So now this is etc. up to minus infinity, and this side it is up to plus infinity. So the whole system is divided into two parts. One is less than minus 3 by 2 and another one is greater than minus 3 by 2. Now this is one half and this is another half. So let us find out in which interval we can say it is less than minus 3 by 2, or this interval is minus infinity comma minus 3 by 2, and this interval is minus 3 by 2 comma positive infinity. Let us see in which interval the function is increasing and in which interval the function is decreasing. So take one point and substitute in f dash of x. Now let us for convenience take origin 0. Now our f dash of x is nothing but, our f dash of x is minus 6 minus 4x. So substituting x as 0, we will get this one minus 6. So f dash of x is less than 0. Now f dash of x we got less than 0. So here if f dash of x is less than 0, the function f is increasing in that interval, is increasing, sorry, if f dash of x is less than 0, the function is, sorry, it is decreasing. So now when this interval, if it is decreasing, the next interval obviously it will increase. Now it is decreasing in this interval, so in the next interval it increases. So x, the function f of x, the function f of x is increasing in this interval, or we can say for all the x less than minus 3 by 2, the function is increasing, and the function is decreasing in the interval minus 3 by 2 comma infinity, or for all x values greater than minus 3 by 2. Sixth problem, C bit. Given f of x as minus 2x cube minus 9x square minus 12x plus 1. So we have to find out in which interval this function is increasing and in which intervals the function is decreasing. So first let us find what is f dash of x. So f dash of x is nothing but minus 6x square minus 18x minus 12. Now to find the turning points, first we equate f dash of x as 0. So when we equate f dash of x 0, minus 6x square minus 18x minus 12 is equal to 0. Dividing throughout by negative 6, we will get x square plus 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. On factorization, we get this one as x plus 2 of x plus 1. So the two values of x are minus 2 and minus 1. So the function is taking a turn at 2 points. Excuse me. So let me draw a number line. This is suppose origin. Now negative 1, negative 2, negative 3 and etc. This is up to minus infinity this side, and here we are having 1, 2, 3, 4 etc. up to infinity. Now the turning points are minus 2 and minus 1. So the function is taking one turn at minus 2 and again another turn at negative 1. So the whole system, number system is divided into 3 intervals. One is minus infinity to minus 2, one interval, and another interval minus 2 comma minus 1, and the third interval minus 1 comma positive infinity. Now we have to find out in these 3 intervals which interval the function is increasing and in which intervals the function is decreasing. So for convenience let us take 0 and substitute in f dash of x. So our f dash of 0 is here 0, 0, minus 12. So f dash of x is less than 0, negative, where the interval where the origin is there. So the interval where the origin is there, in that particular interval the function is decreasing. So origin is there in this interval. So at this interval the function is decreasing. So the turning point is at minus 1. So from minus 1 to minus 2 it increases again. Then from negative 2 to negative infinity it decreases the function. So the function is, we can write, the function is increasing, the function is increasing in the origin it is less than 0. So here decreasing function, here it is increasing, again it is decreasing here. For x belongs to minus infinity to minus 2, x belongs to minus infinity minus 2, that is this interval, minus infinity minus 2 union minus 1 comma positive infinity. The function is below the x axis, that is negative y axis. So the function is decreasing. And for x belongs to the interval minus 2 comma minus 1, the function is increasing. In other way, how can we write? The function is increasing when x is between minus 2 and minus 1, the function is increasing. When the x values are less than minus 2 and x values are greater than minus 1, the function is decreasing. These are the two ways of giving the answer. Problem number D, 6th D bit. F of x is given as 6 minus 9x minus x square. So our f dash of x is, differentiation of 6 is 0, differentiation of minus 9x is minus 9, differentiation of x square is 2x. So now our turning points are f dash of x equating to 0, minus 9 minus 2x is equal to 0, implies x is equals to negative of 9 over 2. Now the number line is divided into two intervals. One is x less than minus 9 by 2, another one is x is greater than minus 9 by 2. That is turning point is at minus 9 by 2, that is minus 2, minus 3, minus 9 by 2 is nothing but minus 4.5. So we will have our turning point is at minus 9 by 2. Here the turning point. So we have to check. So the interval is divided into minus infinity comma minus 9 by 2 or minus 9 by 2 comma positive infinity, or x is less than minus 9 by 2 and x is greater than minus 9 by 2. So the whole real number system is divided into two parts. So this is up to negative infinity and here it is up to positive infinity. So we will take origin and we substitute and see in f dash of x. So f dash of 0 is coming as negative 9. So where the origin is there, at that particular interval the function is decreasing. So the origin is there in this interval. So the function is decreasing here and the function is increasing here. So the function is decreasing when x is greater than minus 9 by 2. Decreasing here, so here increasing, or we can say when the function is, when it is origin it is decreasing. So here it is minus infinity to minus 9 by 2, the function is increasing, and for negative 9 by 2 comma infinity the function is decreasing. Sixth problem E bit, given f of x as x plus 1 whole cube of x minus 3 whole cube. So f dash of x is equals to, now let us apply product rule to find the differentiation, which is x plus 1 whole cube into differentiation of x minus 3 whole cube is 3 times of x minus 3 whole power 2 into differentiation of x minus 3 is 1 plus x minus 3 whole power 3 into differentiation of x plus 1 whole cube is 3 times of x plus 1 whole square into differentiation of x plus 1 is again 1. Now to find the turning point, first let us simply equate this one to 0 and we simplify this one, equating this to 0, and simplification is we will take first a common outside. So which terms are all common here? We can see here x plus 1 whole square is common here. X plus 1 whole square and x minus 3 whole square and 3 is common. So let me take these terms first outside, factors these terms. So 3 times of x minus 3 whole power 2 of x plus 1 whole power 2. So what will be left over in the first one? It is x plus 1 whole cube. We have removed x plus 1 whole square. So only x plus 1 term is left over. 3 is taken outside. X minus 3 whole square is also taken outside. Now coming to second term plus x minus 3 whole power 3. We have taken x minus 3 whole square. So x minus 3 is left over. 3 is taken outside and x plus 1 whole square is also taken outside. So these terms is equal to 0. So we are having 3 times of x minus 3 whole square of x plus 1 whole square, x plus x 2x, 2x minus 3 plus 1 minus 2. So 2x minus 2 is equal to 0. Again we can take 2 common outside. So 3 2s are already 1, 3 is there common outside. We will get 3 2s are 6 here. 6 times of x minus 3 whole square of x plus 1 whole square of x minus 1, since we have taken 2 common outside. Now to check which interval the function is increasing or decreasing, we will make this one as we have to check whether this particular function is greater than 0 or less than 0, we should check it. So if you see this term, this x minus 3 whole square is a perfect square term. So this is always positive. So the function, this x minus 3 whole square is always positive and x plus 1 whole square is always positive. So here the function is depending only on, even 6 is also always positive. So the function is increasing or decreasing is depending only on this term x minus 1. So from the beginning onwards we no need to equate 0 for finding the intervals, because we just when we factorized we found that at the end our f dash of x is nothing but 6 times of x minus 3 whole square into x plus 1 whole square into x minus 1. Here 6 is always positive, x minus 3 whole square is also always positive and x plus 1 whole square is also perfect square, always positive. The function is depending only on x minus 1. So we should check now whether the function is increasing or decreasing when the x is less than 1 and x is greater than 1, or which interval the function is increasing or decreasing. So the number system is divided only into 2 parts. One is less than 1, positive 1, and another one is greater than 1. Here this is the only turning point we can think here. So x is equals to 1 is a turning point here, we can say. For other places f dash of x is always positive here. For x minus 3 whole square, x plus 1 whole square, these are all perfect square. So let me check x is equal to 0. When we check x is equal to 0 in this one, we will get negative 1. So the function is decreasing in the interval. There is only 2 intervals here, minus infinity comma 1 or 1 comma infinity. So when we substitute 0 in this one, we can see this is positive, here 6 is also positive, 0 minus 1 is minus 1, so it is negative. So f dash of x is less than 0 for negative, for the interval where minus infinity comma 1 is there. So for all the values x less than 1, the function is decreasing, and for all the value of x greater than 1, the function is increasing. Problem number 7, show that y is equals to log of 1 plus x minus 2x divided by 2 plus x, where x is greater than minus 1 is an increasing function of x throughout its domain. We have to prove that this function is always increasing in its domain. The domain of the given function is nothing but x is greater than minus 1. So why the domain of this function is x is greater than minus 1? The function is log of 1 plus x minus 2x by 2 plus x. If we check the domain for this function, log 1 plus x, the domain of 1 plus x must be, this function always must be here greater than 0, log of any function. must be positive. So 1 plus x must be greater than 0, so which implies x is greater than minus 1. And coming to this part, x should not be minus 2. Since the domain is already x is greater than minus 1, here origin, x here minus 1, our domain is always x should be greater than minus 1 and x should not be minus 2. Of course, the x is not equal to, x will not take the value minus 2 since the domain is already greater than minus 1. Now, so we have to prove that at this interval for all the values of x greater than minus 1, the function is always increasing. Now, let us do the differentiation here. So, dy by, so we should prove that the dy by dx of this given function is always greater than 0. It is always positive. Now, differentiation of log 1 plus x is 1 divided by 1 plus x and chain rule into differentiation of 1 plus x which is 1. Now, coming to the second part, it is in the form of u by v. So, we have to apply quotient rule for differentiation. So, the quotient rule is d by dx of u by v is nothing but denominator is v square, v into differentiation of u minus u into differentiation of v. So, our denominator is first 2 plus x whole square, coming to the numerator v function is 2 plus x into differentiation of 2x which is 2 minus u 2x into differentiation of 2 plus x is differentiation of 2 is 1, differentiation of 2 is 0 and differentiation of x is 1. So, on simplification this one we will get 1 by 1 plus x minus this part is here 2 2s are 4, 2x minus 2x will get cancelled. We are having 4 divided by 2 plus x whole square. Now, let us simplify this one. So, we take LCM as 1 plus x into 2 plus x whole square is LCM. So, our numerator is 2 plus x whole square. So, okay, 2 plus x whole square minus 4 times of 1 plus x. Now, let us simplify the numerator. So, when you simplify numerator, okay, I will write here, it is a plus b whole square form, 2 square is 4, x square plus 4x, 2 plus x whole square minus 4 minus 4x, minus 4 into 1 minus 4 into x minus 4x whole thing divided by 1 plus x of 2 plus x whole square. Now, the terms 4 gets cancelled and 4x gets cancelled. So, we are having now our dy by dx is nothing but numerator is only x square, denominator is 1 plus x of 2 plus x whole square. Yes. Now, let us observe this one. This is perfect square, x square, it is always positive, and next 2 plus x whole square, this is also always positive, and coming to this term it is 1 plus x and our domain is x should be always greater than minus 1. So, for all the values x greater than minus 1, this will be positive. All the values for x is greater than minus 1, this will be positive. So, we observe that our dy by dx or first derivative of the given function is always positive. So, the function log of 1 plus x minus 2x by 2 plus x is always increasing function in the domain. The domain is nothing but x is greater than minus 1. So, for x is greater than minus 1, the function is always positive. Therefore, the function is always increasing. 8th problem, find the values of x for which the function y is equals to x of x minus 2 whole square is an increasing function. We have to find out in which interval the function is increasing. Now, first differentiation dy by dx is, it is first of all the function is in the form of x power n form. So, it is nx power n minus 1. So, 2 into x of x minus 2 whole power 1 into differentiation of x of x minus 2. So, x of x minus 2 first we multiply. So, x square minus 2x. So, differentiation of x into x square minus 2x is 2x minus 2. Just we multiplied. See, this is chain rule. 2 into x of x minus 2 into differentiation of this part I need. Differentiation of x minus 2, which is differentiation of x square minus 2x. So, which is nothing but 2x minus 2. Now, this is our dy by dx, this is power 1 here. So, we know it, right. Let us simplify this. We can take 2 common outside. So, when we take 2 outside, it will become 4 times of here one x term and x minus 2 is there. Since we have taken 2 outside, it is x minus 1. So, total we are having 4x, x minus 2 and x minus 1. So, the function is depending on this x minus 2 and x minus 1 here. So, the function is, now when I will equate 0, we are having the turning points as x is equal to 0, x is equals to 2, x is equals to 1. Now, the whole number system is divided into, let us check how many intervals it is. So, here origin and we have 1, 2 etc. up to infinity here. So, this side negative 1, negative 2 etc. up to minus infinity. So, which are our turning points here? X is equal to 0 is one turning point here. This is x is, when you are equating 0, x is equal to 0, we will get x is equals to 2, x is equals to 1. So, x is equals to 1 and x is equals to 2. Okay. Now, this is our dy by dx. Let us check one point. Let us take greater than 2 one value. We will take 3. So, what happens when we substitute 3 here, we will see. So, when you substitute 3, 4 into 3, here 3 minus 2 is 1 positive, 3 minus 1 is 2 positive. So, for all, this is positive, greater than 0. So, for all the x values which are greater than 2, the function is increasing. So, here it is increasing, this is increasing this interval. So, it will decrease from 2 to 1, again it will increase from 1 to 0 again, because here it is increasing, again from 0 to minus infinity it decreases. Now, the question is which interval the function is increasing. So, where it is increasing, we can say it is going up to infinity here. So, the function is increasing, in the interval 0, 1, this interval it is above, the graph is above the x axis. So, when the graph is above x axis, it is always positive. So, it is increasing here 0, 1 and union 2, infinity. So, the function is increasing in the interval 0, 1 and 2, infinity, or we can say when x is between 0 to 1 and when x is greater than 2, the function is always increasing. In between 1 to 2 again it is decreasing. Problem number 9, prove that y is equals to 4 sin theta divided by 2 plus cos theta minus theta is an increasing function of theta in 0, pi by 2. So, in the interval 0, pi by 2, 0, pi by 2 is nothing but the first quadrant. So, you should show that in the first quadrant the function is always increasing. So, first do dy by dx. So, our differentiation is here. For the first term we have to apply quotient rule. So, 2 plus cos theta whole square is my denominator, v square, v into differentiation of u. 2 plus cos theta into differentiation of 4 sin theta is 4 cos theta. 4 into differentiation of sin theta is cos theta minus 4 sin theta of u into differentiation of v. 2 plus cos theta. Differentiation of 2 is 0. Differentiation of cos theta minus sin theta. Now, this part is done. Now, differentiation of theta, which is 1. So, minus 1 there. Now, let us simplify the numerator. Denominator is 2 plus cos theta whole square. So, our numerator here 2 4s are 8 cos theta plus 4 cos square theta, and here minus into minus plus 4 sin square theta minus 1. So, now here 4 cos square theta plus 4 sin square theta, taking 4 common outside, cos square plus sin square is 1. So, we will get this one 8 cos theta plus 4, and now let us take the LCM for these two terms. So, 2 plus cos theta whole square is LCM, means we will get this is the numerator as it is. Now here minus of 2 plus cos theta whole square. So let me expand a plus b whole square form. A square plus b square is cos square theta. 2ab term is plus 4 cos theta. So now again when we simplify the numerator here, positive 4 and negative 4 will get cancelled. 8 cos theta minus 4 cos theta is 4 cos theta, and again here one cos square theta term is there. So, excuse me, 8 cos theta, 4 cancel, and again we are having 1 cos square theta minus sign. 8 cos theta minus 4 cos theta. So, 4 cos theta, that is this term and this term, 4 and 4 cancel, now this term minus cos square theta. And denominator is as usual 2 plus cos theta whole square. Now numerator can be still simplified as we can take cos theta common outside. We will have 4 minus cos theta divided by 2 plus cos theta whole square. Now let us check the function where it is increasing or decreasing. This is our dy by dx. The question is prove that the function is increasing in the interval 0 comma pi by 2, which is function of theta. So this is in this interval, this first quadrant we should check whether this function is increasing or not. Now denominator 2 plus cos theta whole square is always positive, so it is increasing. Coming to numerator, cos theta in the first quadrant it is always positive, all the theta values are positive here. And coming to 4 minus cos theta, when theta is between 0 to pi by 2, our cos theta values are between 0 to 1. Its values, its minimum value is 0 and its maximum value is 1. So it is positive. So this function is, this is positive and this is also positive. So our dy by dx is greater than 0 in the first quadrant 0 comma pi by 2. Number 12, which of the following functions are decreasing on the interval 0 comma pi by 2? So we have 4 problems in this: cos x function, cos 2x function, cos 3x function and tan x function. Among these 4 functions, which of the functions are decreasing the interval 0 comma pi by 2? So 0 comma pi by 2, if we will check, it will be in the first quadrant. And let us recollect, now this is 0, here pi by 2. In the first quadrant, sign is positive, all are positive, all trigonometric ratios are positive in this one. And in the second quadrant, it is pi by 2 to pi, and the third quadrant is pi to 3 pi by 2, and the fourth quadrant is 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi. So in this first quadrant, all are positive. In second quadrant, we will have only sine positive, sine and cosecant is positive, and in the third quadrant we will have tan and secant positive, and the fourth quadrant we will have cos and secant positive. So we will use, here it is given, we have to check the function among these functions, which functions are decreasing in this first quadrant 0 to pi by 2. Now coming to the first one, A is cos x. So here x is in the first quadrant 0 to pi by 2. Now f of x is cos x. Therefore f dash of x is differentiation of cos x is minus sin x. So sin x is positive. So since it is minus sin x, this is less than 0. So in the first quadrant, that is in the interval when x is between 0 to pi by 2, cos x is nothing but decreasing function. The first one, A is decreasing function. Now coming to B bit, cos 2x. Now x is between 0 to pi by 2 implies 2x is between 0 to pi. So this is here between 0 to 2. So 2x is between 0 to pi. Now we have to check the function is increasing or decreasing in the interval from 0 to pi, because the function is here, 2x value is here 2x, and here cos 2x we have to check. So f of x is cos 2x, f dash of x is minus 2 sin 2x, again this sin 2x is positive. 0 to pi, it is full positive. First quadrant sign is positive, even second quadrant sign is positive. So, sin 2x is positive. Since minus 2x is there, f dash of x is overall negative, less than 0. Therefore, even cos 2x is decreasing in the given interval. Now, C bit cos 3x. Now, x is between 0 to pi by 2, which implies 3x is between 0 to 3 pi by 2. So, when we check here, we have to check the function now from 0 to 3 pi by 2 till here. 0 to pi by 2 to pi, it is like here 0, 0 to pi by 2, again pi by 2 to 2 pi, again 2 pi to 3 pi by 2. So, we have to check this whole interval whether the function is increasing or decreasing. Now, f of x is cos 3x, f dash of x is minus 3 sin 3x. Now, if you see sine function is positive from 0 to pi, but pi to 3 pi by 2, the sine function is in the third quadrant. So, the sine function is here negative. So, what happens here from the given interval 0 to 3 pi by 2 is divided into two parts. 0 to 2 pi the function, when the x is between 0 to 2 pi, the function is decreasing because sine function is positive, minus 3 is there here, and again from 2 pi to 3 pi, pi to, this is 0 to pi. So, when x is between 0 to pi, the function is decreasing. When it is pi to 3 pi by 2, the function is increasing because sine is negative, again you are having negative 3 here. So, together it will become positive, it is increasing. So, overall in the interval 0 to 3 pi by 2, it is neither increasing nor decreasing. So, cos 3x is neither increasing nor decreasing. Now, last one, d bit tan x. F of x is tan x, f dash of x is secant square x. Now, x in the first quadrant all are positive, so secant x is also positive, and second one it is a perfect square also, so it is always positive. So, the function is always increasing. Tan x function is always increasing in the first quadrant when x is between 0 to pi by 2. So, which of the following functions are decreasing on 0 comma pi by 2? Our answer is A and B, that is cos x and cos 2x are decreasing, cos 3x is neither increasing nor decreasing, tan x is always increasing. Problem number 13, on which of the following intervals is the function given by f of x is equals to x power 100 plus sin x minus 1 decreasing. So, we have to check in which of these following intervals the given function is decreasing. Now, f of x is x power 100 plus sin x minus 1. We have to check in the interval 0 comma 1 this function is increasing or decreasing, that is here 0, 1. So, in this particular interval whether the given function is decreasing or not, we have to check. Now, f dash of x is 100 x power 99 and differentiation of sin x is cos x, differentiation of minus 1 is 0. Now, in the interval 0 to 1, x belongs to 0 comma 1, x is always greater than 0. So, 100 x power 99 is also always positive, greater than 0. And now coming to cos x value, x belongs to 0 comma 1. See, 1 radian is nearly 57 degrees approximately. So, cos 57 is also positive, it is the first quadrant. So, our cos x is also greater than 0. So, overall f dash of x is greater than 0 in the interval 0 comma 1. Therefore, this function is increasing, it is not decreasing in the interval 0 comma 1. The function x power 100 plus sin x minus 1 is increasing in the interval 0 comma 1. Now, second part, pi by 2 comma pi. So, second one is f of x is equals to, the interval is, the function is same function. So, f dash of x is same only for us, that is 100x power 99 plus cos x. We have to check only the interval pi by 2 comma pi. So, pi by 2 comma pi means x is equals to pi by 2 comma pi is nothing but approximate value is x belongs to this interval. Pi by 2 is 22 by 7 also we can substitute, or we can go for 3.14, whatever it is, it will be near 1.5 etc. it will be, and pi is nothing but 22 by 7 or 3.14 only. So, in this interval 1.5 comma 3.14, that interval 100x power 99 is positive and even cos x is positive. So, therefore, again it is pi by 2 to pi. Okay, let us check for cos x in this interval. 100x power 99 is always 100x power 99 is positive in this interval. Now, coming to cos x, it is pi by 2 to pi. So, pi by 2 to pi is second quadrant, pi by 2 to pi. So, it is in second quadrant. So, our cos x will be between x is equal to pi, x belongs to pi by 2 to pi, cos x is negative, but its values are minus 1 to 0. So, overall this function f dash of x will be positive, increasing. This value will be so much greater compared with this value. So, therefore, f dash of x is greater than 0 in this interval pi by 2 comma pi. So, this is also increasing. So, x power 100 plus sin x minus 1 is increasing in the interval pi by 2 comma pi. The question is which interval the function is decreasing. So, b bit also ruled over. Now, coming to c bit. So, f dash of x is same 100 x power 99 plus cos x. Now, we have to check the interval 0 comma pi by 2. 0 comma pi by 2 is the first quadrant. So, in the first quadrant our cos x is positive. Again here 0 comma pi by 2 value is approximately 1.5. So, this is also positive. So, f dash of x is greater than 0 even in the interval 0 comma pi by 2. So, function is even increasing in the interval 0 comma pi by 2, it is not decreasing. So, none of this interval the given function is decreasing. Therefore, option D is the correct answer. Problem number 14. For what values of a the function given by f of x is equals to x square plus ax plus 1 is increasing on the interval 1 comma 2. So, in this closed interval for what values of x the function is increasing, for what values of a the function is increasing. So, we will find out f dash of x for what values of a is, it is positive. So, f dash of x is nothing but 2x plus a. Now, this 2x plus a must be always greater than 0 for the function to be increasing, and the interval is given 1 and 2. So, between 1 2. So, the minimum value for x is 1. So, when I substitute the minimum value for x here, 1, 2 ones are 2 plus a is greater than 0, which implies our a values should be greater than minus 2 for the function to be increasing. Now, next it is given its maximum value is 2. So, when I substitute the maximum value 2 in 2x plus a, in that case also your function should be greater than 0, that is it should be increasing. F dash of x must be greater than 0. So, this gives a is greater than minus 4. Now, two results we got, a values must be greater than minus 2 and a values must be greater than minus 4. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and minus 4. So, a greater than minus 2 implies all the values which are greater than minus 2 here this side, and a value greater than minus 4 implies these values. So, the intersection part is a greater than minus 2. So, for all the values a greater than minus 2, the given function is increasing on the interval 1 comma 2. Problem number 15. Let I be any interval disjoint from minus 1 comma 1. So, what is I is given? I is an interval on the real number system which is disjoint from minus 1 comma plus 1. That means I is taking the values away from this interval. I takes all these values like minus infinity to minus 1, here 1 to infinity. So, I is taking these values, this union this one. Now, our question is, prove that the function f given by, so the function f is f of x is equals to x plus 1 by x is increasing on I. So, the function is increasing in this interval we have to prove. The function is given by f of x is equals to x plus 1 by x. So, our first derivative f dash of x is differentiation of x is 1, differentiation of 1 by x is minus 1 by x square. So, the function should be increasing, f dash of x must be greater than 0. Now, let us take LCM. So, if we take LCM, x square minus 1 by x square must be greater than 0. Now, already the denominator, when the fraction to be positive, either both the numerator and denominator should be positive or both the numerator and denominator should be negative. Now, already the denominator is positive here, x square is positive. So, numerator x square minus 1 must be positive. So, x square minus 1 must be greater than 0, which implies x plus 1 of x minus 1 is greater than 0. So, by the inequality properties, this x plus 1 of x minus 1 greater than 0 implies x belongs to minus infinity comma minus 1 union 1 comma infinity, that is x takes the values away from this interval. X will not take the value which are between minus 1 and plus 1, x takes these values. So, that is what our proof also. We have to prove that the function is increasing in the on I, this interval, that is minus infinity comma minus 1 union 1 comma infinity. Problem number 16, prove that the function f given by f of x is equals to log sin x is increasing on the interval 0 comma pi by 2 and decreasing on pi by 2 comma pi. Now, let us draw the quadrants first. Here the first quadrant is taking the values 0 to pi by 2 and second quadrant pi by 2 to pi, third one pi to 3 pi by 2 and fourth quadrant 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi. So, each one is 90 degrees. Now, you know very well, in the first quadrant all the trigonometric ratios are positive. In the second quadrant only sine and cosecant positive. In the third quadrant we have tan and cot are positive, and in the fourth quadrant cos and secant are positive. Here all positive. So, based on that we are going to prove now the function is increasing in which interval, and we are going to find out increasing on which interval and decreasing on the which interval. Now, f of x is given log sin x. F of x is log sin x. So, f dash of x is differentiation of log sin x is 1 by sin x into differentiation of sin x is cos x. So, cos x divided by sin x is nothing but cot x. Now, f dash of x is cot x. We have to check in which intervals the cot x function is positive, in that interval the function is increasing, and in which interval the cot x is negative, in that interval the function is decreasing. So, we can see here cot is positive in the first interval, that is 0 comma pi by 2, it is greater than 0. So, the function is increasing. So, the function is increasing on 0 comma pi by 2, and second interval it is asked, we should prove that it is decreasing on pi by 2 comma pi. So, pi by 2 to pi is second quadrant. So, in second quadrant pi by 2 comma pi, the cot function is less than 0. So, it is decreasing in the pi by 2 comma pi interval, cot x function is less than 0. So, it is decreasing in the interval pi by 2 comma pi. Now, problem number 17 also similar to this problem only. Prove that the function f given by, here the function is f of x is given as log mod cos x. So, we have to prove that this function is decreasing on 0 comma pi by 2 and increasing on 3 pi by 2 comma 2 pi. Now, doing differentiation, we will get f dash of x is here log mod cos x differentiation 1 by cos x into differentiation of cos x is negative of sin x. So, which is nothing but minus tan x. So, our f dash of x is negative tan x. Now, let us see in the first interval 0 comma pi by 2. In 0 comma pi by 2 all the trigonometric ratios are positive. So, tan x is positive. So, negative of tan x is negative. So, f dash of x is less than 0 in the interval 0 comma pi by 2. Therefore, it is decreasing in the interval 0, we should prove it is decreasing. Decreasing on the interval 0 comma pi by 2. Now, coming to second interval 3 pi by 2 comma 2 pi. So, 3 pi by 2 comma 2 pi in this cos and secant are positive. Tan is negative in this interval. So, tan is negative. Again we have one more negative sign here. So, overall f dash of x is greater than 0 in the interval 3 pi by 2 comma 2 pi. Therefore, it is increasing in the interval 3 pi by 2 comma 2 pi. Problem number 18. Prove that the function given by f of x is equal to x cube minus 3x square plus 3x minus 100 is increasing in R. That is, we have to prove that the given function is always increasing on the real number system R. That is, for all the values from minus infinity to plus infinity, the function is always increasing, we should prove. Now, f dash of x is 3x square minus 6x plus 3. Taking 3 common outside, we will have x square minus 2x plus 1 or 3 times of, this is in the form of a square minus 2ab plus b square form, 3 times of x minus 1 whole square. Now, 3 is positive and x minus 1 whole square is also positive. Perfect square is always greater than 0. So, the f dash of x is always greater than 0 for any values of x belongs to R. Therefore, the given function is always increasing function on the real number system R. Problem number 19. The interval in which y is equals to x square e power minus x is increasing is option 1 minus infinity comma infinity, that is whole real number system, or minus 2 comma 0 or 2 comma infinity or 0 comma 2. So, in among these which interval the function is increasing. Now, f dash of x is nothing but, or y dash we can say, here since y is given, it is dy by dx. So, dy by dx is, we have to do differentiation, product rule, x square into differentiation of e power minus x is e power minus x into differentiation of negative x is negative 1 plus e power minus x of differentiation of x square is 2x. So, simplifying this one, e power minus x can be taken common outside. Taking e power minus x common, minus x square plus 2x, even x can be taken common, e power minus x of x into minus x plus 2. Now, for increasing, this differentiation should be positive, this should be greater than 0. So, by making this one as greater than 0, e power minus x is nothing but 1 by e power x. This is always greater than 0 and here x of 2 minus x or minus x plus 2. So, the function will take a turning point at x is equal to 0 and x is equals to 2 by that is there will be a change in the symbol or increasing or decreasing based on this interval. The whole real number system is divided into the intervals. Here by to find out the turning points, we will make this function is equals to 0. So, x is equal to 0, 2 minus x is equal to 0 implies x is equal to 2. So, the real number system is divided into minus infinity comma 0 as one interval and again here 2 is there, 0 to 2 another interval and next interval is 2 comma infinity. So, there are 3 intervals. So, among in these 3 intervals, which intervals the function is increasing, let us find out. So, let me take one value, let me take a value between 0 to 2 as which is 1. substituting 1 here, we will get e power x is positive always. So, 1 by e here, that is I am finding dy by dx at x is equals to 1. So, this is 1 by e and x is equals to here 1, 1, 2 minus 1 is 1. So, when we substitute the value 1 which is in between 0 to 2, we are getting positive. So, the function is increasing in the interval 0 to 2, that is it is in the upper part. So, other intervals it is decreasing. So, the function is increasing in the interval 0, 2. So, which option? Option D.